I was
Jeff
about to
was like, "Oh, no,
know.
what are you doing? Oh!" I was just testing to see if it was working on my end. I'm sorry. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Back to Work.
Well,
Hold on, wait. Let's just do it like this. I'm sorry, Jess. Here, we'll do this. It's hey, welcome to the show. Here's a video of us wrapping a car. Thank you, fans, for watching Back to Work with Leighton Batiste. Stop it. Oh, there we go.
all right, we're about to make y'all watch it twice.
I'm pressing all the buttons back here, and I can just see our fearless leader, Ruthless Cutie, back there going like, "What is he doing?" You know what? I've had a rough 24 hours, Leighton. So we're just here. We're doing it. We're living the dream. You know, I look good-ish in HD. I feel like I need like the eye bag surgery. Should I get that eye? Is there like a surgery that can like?
Man, I know there's a
Yeah,
little
but
cold eye thingies you could put on every morning. I need to do
do you
those.
have those?
I
I
do.
might start doing those. Oh man.
Yeah.
I feel like we
Or
need
just
some
get
sort
a
of like makeup.
facial at least once a month, you know?
Do you get a facial once a month?
No. I've had a facial before. It's amazing. Amazing
Is
expensive.
it? Oh man.
Yeah, there's a
Man.
little shocker thing that, shocks your face. Okay.
Ruthless Cutie thought that my horror videos from my Collider days were fake, but they are not. That's real fear and terror. I can't do horror anything. Anyway, that's besides the point. My face looks horrible. But I will say, have you ever gotten a mani pedi, Lay? Have you ever gotten a
Oh,
manicure
of
or
course.
pedicure?
That's my go-to.
Yeah.
That's my go-to. At least once a
Uh,
quarter. I wanted to do once a month, but you know.
I've never done a mani, but I will say a pedicure does kind of change your whole perspective on shit. Like
Oh,
it.
it does.
Oh man.
I ever tell you the story of how my brother-in-law, we both got talked into paying almost $100 for a mani pedi? They made us feel really good about ourselves. They did. I don't know what it was. She was sweet talking me, and that was it. And to this day, we've never told my sister how much we paid for those mani pedis. They got it. They did the whole scrub and everything, and
Oh, they upcharge you to no end, huh?
yeah, they got us.
I will say I remember walking through. I mean, this is 10 years ago at least. I'm walking through, a high end mall in LA. They're all high end. They're all full of jag offs. And this guy's like, hey, hey, are you interested in trying any of our products, our cosmetic products? I was like, nah, I'm good. He's like, how old are you, if you don't mind me asking? I was like, I'm 29. He's like, wow, I was going to say at least 40. You should really look in. I was like, is that your sales tech?
That's it.
I was like, straight up, like sales tech. That's your idea of like good customer services, but it's horrendous.
Well, yeah,
Are you
no.
fucking
They
kidding me?
talk up the women. Oh, you were freezing on my end. They talk up the women, but they diss the men. That's how it goes. That's how you do it.
This
Tap
is
into our
awesome.
insecurities. All right. Well, it's me. Anyway, look, so we have a really good show for you all today. We're going to be doing an NFL Week 10 roundup. We've got conference fan polls that we've done, some long-suffering fan polls that are all in the app, and then we are going to watch the we're going to watch the Netflix Cup. Yes, okay. So this shocked me this weekend. This was a big game. I thought North Carolina Central was going to go up to DC and just hand a whooping, and they ended up getting spanked. I mean, Howard dropped 50 something. Last time I saw Howard score that many points, they played my school, Morehouse. They put up 60. We're not going to talk about that. But look, for the show, we really want you all's input because we're going to talk about some Week 10. We all watched that Monday Night Football game last night. That was terrible. Terrible on the Bills' part. We saw offensive coordinator firing. As a Falcons fan, I'm jealous. I wonder what it's like to have a coach fired the next day after a piss poor performance. We don't know. We're going to hold on to the end. And yeah, so I need you all's input. my Hawks play our in-season tournament tonight. But yeah, let's see what else Freddie got in here. North Carolina Central might need. So that's the thing. Like, well, yeah, because they're out of the Celebration Bowl contention. So they're definitely going to go for a playoff. We've got Josh back in the studio here, and there he is, and we're going to switch our faces. Watch this. Boom. Like, man.
My bad. That's MB on that one. I don't know. I mean, the
It's all
way
good. I
things
gave
have been
them a
going
rundown.
lately.
It's all good. I just gave them a rundown what we're talking about today. So
Okay, great. I will say, I think if you were to start your own podcast, you should call it "By the Way Things Are Going Lately" and spell it with your name.
with my name, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like LEI, like
My-
lately.
Yeah, I got you.
yeah.
That's a good idea.
Or-
That's a good idea.
Yeah, yeah. It's your solo venture. It's it's like when
Right.
Hall & Oates broke up, and
How did that go? I've never really tried to listen to either one of them on their own.
to Hall & Oates.
Well, I did watch. No. I listened to Hall & Oates saying when they broke up. Did Daryl Hall go single?
Daryl Hall was the more talented songwriter and like musician,
Yeah.
right? But John Oates he's like a fantastic guitar player and like the best backup guy to Daryl Hall that's like ever existed, right? So when Daryl
Right.
Hall went out on his own, the music was pretty good, but it didn't have like that same flair of when he's with John Oates. Right?
Yeah.
On the flip side of that, when like Journey broke up and Steve Perry went out on his own, his first solo album went platinum. Like it's wild, but like he's the sound.
Or like
He's Journey's
Michael
sound.
Jackson leaving the Jackson 5. It's like, oh god.
Yeah, right. It's like holy shit.
Yeah.
Blame It on the Boogie was like a game changer. Good God.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could listen to that song over and over again, regardless of Michael Jackson's personal life. Which, if you
Yeah.
watch that documentary, that's a crazy one.
That's a tough one to swallow. That one's
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah. Anyway, that's not what this show's about. And also today, on Back to Work, Hollywood, we're going to be watching that Netflix Cup, which goes live in 45 minutes. The first ever Netflix live sporting event. It's Formula One racers and PGA Tour professionals pairing up to go against each other live from the Wynn course in Vegas. I think the one of the things which we can't really count, and maybe we could, is like over under the number of times they mentioned the Sphere during the broadcast, because it's right there. The Sphere is right there. And I would imagine if Netflix was smart, they would be streaming to the Sphere. Right?
I would have done an event. I would have sold tickets inside. Come watch what's happening next door in the Sphere.
In the Sphere.
Oh, and by the way, we'll be showing clips to the interstate.
Yeah,
as they drive by.
Hey, what's that?
Cause a couple wrecks.
Yes, exactly. I mean, can you imagine if you could fan control the Netflix Cup from inside the Sphere?
Come on.
This is the perfect event for that.
No, put it out there in the atmosphere. That should be a live fan controlled event from the Sphere would be amazing.
From the Sphere, right? Okay, this is my idea for fan control like music, okay? You go to the festivals and they, you've got, let's just say it's like Beyonce, Jay-Z, Blink-182, I don't know, tons of different musical artists, right? And all of a sudden, votes start popping up on your app. Is like, what would you like to see next? And so fans start voting. And then all of a sudden, Jay-Z and Kanye, I know that would probably never happen because they don't really get along anymore, but they come out and they both do like family reunion together, right? Or, they do some of the songs they produce together. And then Beyonce comes out and she and Taylor Swift do a song together. I'm just saying, like, we can talk about things that we can put together, and fans are voting on how fan controlled set list. Well said, Fractured Eclipse.
No, I would love that. So we just went to one music fest here in Atlanta a couple weeks ago. And that would be cool. If you knew a festival was coming, they gave you the list of artists. You could fan control the set list based on the stage too. That would be fun. I would definitely go to a music fest for that and say, hey, like stage 3, we did X, Y, and Z with these artists. Stage 2 is this, but like you get to just build out the set list. So now you're not hoping your artist sings this song. You know they're going to do it.
Yeah. And it's basically creating your own jukebox at a concert.
Yeah.
Right?
This is a good question. I think you would do the voting before the concert. You wouldn't do it at the concert, would you? Yeah,
no. It's like before, and then I think it's like they give you options of songs that can go next, and you're like putting
Mhm.
together the set list, and you're putting together who's playing with who, right?
Okay.
And then it's like live, would what do you guys think about this? What do you think about that? Boom, boom, boom. And then
Mhm.
fans are voting, and like the polling is kind of going crazy. And even on the side, on those the jumbotrons are usually just like playing the face of the artist. You're watching the poll votes go up and up, so people are voting, and then you're downloading the app with the QR code, and you're that.
Yeah. So you have the length of a song to pick the next song, to vote on the next song? Like, that's
Yes,
how you do it?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
It's pretty
right.
fun. Ooh, the cover band
OBO,
is gonna be prepared.
I know, I know. OBO Ghost, also Brent Fiaz. This is I'm showing
Fiaz.
my age. I don't know who this person is. Is
Oh,
letting the
Brent
fans.
Fiaz is a musical genius. Oh, man.
Is he? Tell me what
Oh,
songs should I know of his?
oh, man. Crap. I'm about to piss him off because I don't remember song names. There's a song he has with Marshmello that's really good. His
Okay.
last album, there's one song on his see, I got it right here. So on his last album, Larger Than Life, listen to the song Outside All Night. It has ASAP Rocky on there. That's a really good
Okay.
one. Also, Last One Left with Missy Elliott. Great, great song. Great singer. So you should listen to Brent. I
Um,
could go down his list. I just
all right.
don't have
Well,
it
I'm
all in
gonna
front of me.
start listening to some Brent Fias. I'll tell Alexa to play him tonight, and then I can.
Listen to him by yourself. He's very toxic.
Oh,
Like
so
he's
Rosie shouldn't
oh,
listen to his music.
I was more so don't listen around Amanda. Like it's a very yeah, it's very like one of
Is
his
it?
lines is like what is one of his lines? I mean, Brent Fires will say something like the girl will say like, what's wrong with you? You ain't no good. He's like, I know. This is who I am. Like he's one of those guys. Like that's his music. So I would listen
Okay.
to it with headphones while you're golfing.
Okay. Got it. Got it. Got it.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of toxic, I put some polls up. Again, we're staying here until I would say probably like 4-ish Pacific for the next couple of hours in the when 3 p.m. Pacific hits, because I have another show at 5. But when the 3 p.m. hour hits, we're gonna do live picks and polls for the Netflix Cup, which again, this is Netflix first ever live sporting event. And I think one of the picks or polls should be like, does Netflix have any technical issues during this? Because it's
I-
possible that it might happen,
yeah.
right?
I mean, did you watch the live? Was that Netflix or was that The Bachelor that had the technical issues when they did it live?
I think it was the Bachelor thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So
So I think
there's
Netflix
that.
will.
But so I've been having a lot of fun lately on Instagram or on our app on the picks and the polls, asking
Mhm.
fans, you know, fandom questions and questions that I don't know that like can rate can I don't want to say like well it just gets you active. It gets you passionate about something, right?
Yeah.
And so I did an 8-part poll with 4 teams in each poll about like long suffering franchises that deserve a championship. So we're going to get into that in a little bit. Yes, your Falcons are in there. And then we're going to get into who we think the best fans in each division are. So I did all 8 divisions in the NFL, best fans, and then we're going to do it for the NBA, we'll do it for the NHL, we'll do it for Major League Baseball, we'll do it for Premier League Soccer, we'll do all that kind of funny stuff. We also have I have an idea that I'm going to try next week or maybe later this week,
Mhm.
where I'm going to have fans vote on how they think I'm going to play in golf, and be like, okay, do you think I'm going to par one? I'm going to do that. Like, where do you think and then present my scorecard on a video, and then we see like who got it right and wrong. Because if you notice this past weekend, if you enjoyed it, we put Ian, our head of product, his soccer team's picks in there. His team won. He scored the first goal. It was over on goals, under on corners. No yellow cards were offered. And I think people enjoyed that. I enjoyed doing it. Like that was, I mean, to
Hmm.
be honest, I love doing the picks for Sunday Night Football, Monday, all the football, all the games, but it does get like a little tiresome to a certain extent.
Yeah,
So
it
us
gets a
trying
little
new picks and
mundane.
polls. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's up, Jace? Basically,
Hmm.
good to see you. And congratulations! Right now, leading in the clubhouse is the cool one, KHOUL1. And congrats to Nerd E, who won last week and who will be getting the Johnny Manziel first game check of season 3 of Fan Control Football. And to everybody that's in there playing the games and doing the picks and polls, I hope you guys are having fun. And if you guys have certain polls or picks that you want to put in, and you want up on the app, just put it in the Discord and we'll make it happen. Right. And I will say, I did a lot of my own lines and things last night for for Monday Night Football, and I was pretty damn close on a lot of them, like pretty damn close. Yeah, yeah.
Crazy game, by the way.
Yeah, yeah. Josh Allen looks kind of confused right now. He's not hitting Stephon Diggs. Diggs only had 3 catches, 5 targets. Like, this is kind of a down year for the Bills.
Yeah,
right.
Which I wasn't expecting.
No,
I mean, do you move on? No.
Well, let's talk about Week 10 in the NFL since it just happened. We're gonna have Freddie Airmail on here in a few minutes to talk about college football, the firing of Jimbo Fisher and whatnot. But let's talk NFL because I think this weekend was like the first weekend, in my opinion, where playoffs are like becoming real for some teams and very unreal for others. And now we're kind of starting to talk about like, who are you tanking for? Who's going to win this? Who's for real? Who isn't? I mean, I saw a tweet last night, Leighton, and not to start on like my home team here, but I saw a tweet last night that if the Chiefs lose to the Eagles and we beat the Browns, the Steelers are the number 1 seed in the AFC.
Oh, you know how many teams we would need to lose consistently for us to ever be the number 1 team in the NFC? Okay. Must be nice.
Yeah. And to be honest, another stat I saw, which is terrifying, is that Kenny Pickett and Zach Wilson are basically the same quarterback. We're basically the same. He's the same quarterback, same stat lines, same QBR, same amount of touchdowns. Like, it's bad. It's bad. Wait, what's going on? I tried to call it. What is going on? Stop with the private chat. I'm like, do you see it pop up? What?
Yeah, I knew that. I was confused. I thought you were talking to yourself for a minute.
Only use it for emergencies. I don't know what's going on. Because every time I see it, now I'm getting like flashbacks to Fan Controlled Racing when it.
Okay.
All right.
There we go.
Yeah, there we go. Freddie Airmail said, I think this is the first week where teams could actually truly be eliminated from 1 seed contention. Right. Exactly. Obio Go saying it best. We would both be 7-3. Life is good. I'm telling you, this Steelers team makes absolutely no sense. In all my years of fandom.
Yeah.
I don't know like how to root for this team. I don't know what this team is. But we just win football games and we've never been the team in my whole fandom where like we have winners that we're kneeling, right? And we're like, we win comfortably. We're always going to like what happened this past weekend where Jordan Love threw a 55-yard bomb with a minute left. I mean, that's how the Steelers do things. They're just like, we're creating.
That's how they keep you all excited.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, as far as my boo-boo birds go, because that's what they are for me every year. It's the boo-boo birds. That's what they're known as in my house.
Yes.
Yep. Every game it's what is the moment where we watch them fail?
Yes.
Right. We always get up, and then there's a moment in the game. And for us, it was when Kyler Murray decided to scramble like he was on the playground, and that was it for us. Yet we're still in contention to win our division, which is really weird. And we'll get a chance to settle it after Thanksgiving. We play the Saints Sunday of Thanksgiving weekend. It's gonna be the battle of the worst.
Yeah.
But that's where the Falcons are, man. And Ritter's back in the equation now because Taylor Heineke got hurt.
Yeah,
so but now Ritter's back in the pocket.
Is that there's still no clear favorite in the NFC South?
No, exactly.
So
we all suck.
Yeah, terrible. It's horrendous. The same. I mean, we basically all have about the same record, right? Taysom Hill. The Saints are a team without an identity. The Panthers stink. I mean, talk about CJ Stroud. I mean, there hasn't been a situation like this in a very long time where the number 1 and the number 2 picks there's a clearly better one. Because if you ask me, I think that CJ Stroud stepped into a equally as shitty position as Bryce Young. Like both teams relatively stunk, right?
No one had expectations of Houston.
At the beginning of the season, we gave them 3 wins.
Yeah. We thought we did. I mean, we thought the Texans were going to be abysmal.
Yeah.
And they would have to rebuild, and here they are. I mean, they could win their division too. So
I mean, no other team in the AFC South is like doing themselves any favor by like trying to be good. The Colts won 10-6. The Patriots, I'm sorry. As a person that lost to the Patriots all these years, it is like back to normal for the Patriots because before Tom Brady, nobody in New England even knew they existed. Okay. And now that they're back, it's the everybody was like, who's going to win between Tom Brady and Bill Belichick? Clearly, it's always going to be Tom Brady. Bill Belichick is nothing without Tom Brady. I'd like to point out that if Tom Brady didn't come along, Bill Belichick probably would have lost his job the next year. He was fired in Cleveland. He stunk in Cleveland. He goes back and then he comes to New England and gets the job. He was going to be the coach of the Jets and they left him. But whatever the case may be, he hit the jackpot and then just rolled along. He didn't have to do anything with Tom Brady. If you look at the season when Tom Brady got hurt and Matt Castle stepped in, they stunk. That was the year the Steelers won the freaking Super Bowl. It was the best thing that ever happened to us.
Right.
So, there's one position that matters, Lay. We know this. Kenny Pickett, I don't think is the answer. I wanted him to be the answer. I was trying really hard to believe in him as the answer. Clearly, he's not the answer. But I would like to know if he can play better under a different offensive coordinator. However, Mike Tomlin isn't exactly known for building offensive juggernauts. So Ben Roethlisberger was awesome at what he did. He could do it, and he just was a great quarterback. Coach or no coach, if you don't have the talent, you're not going to be good. And poor Robert Saleh is sitting there. Zach Wilson. Bill Belichick has nothing with Mac Jones. The Falcons are searching. The Panthers are searching. I mean, every team that is, the fact that Josh Dobbs is as good as he is goes to show you how bad of a coach Mike Tomlin and the offensive coordinators have been in Pittsburgh. That they did not see the fact that Josh Dobbs is clearly better than Mason Rudolph and Landry Jones and whoever has been Mitch Trubisky. Josh Dobbs is there for like 5 years.
Right.
Ah, man. See, OVO Ghost says it. I mean, I'm caught in the middle. I think the OC is still the issue before I let Kenny take the fall. Okay. I want to give a shout out to Stu MC. I've never seen him in chat before, so welcome. Albon and Morikawa favorites, probably due to the being the best putter. Thomas and Sainz probably the most complete pairing, as Carlos has the most aesthetic swing. Or does Colin just hit all the shots? Well, it's a scramble, and I'm pretty sure that they're going to make them. I think it's 11 holes they're playing, or 8 holes, something like that. It's not all 18. It's not a full 18-hole match. And I know Carlos Sainz is pretty good. You've actually seen him play golf on F1 Drive to Survive, I think in like season 3. And I think that they're probably gonna, but they have to you can't just let the pro hit all the shots. The scramble, you have to take, like, you're going to have to take a couple of the drivers' tee shots. You're going to have to take, it's not going to be a pure scramble because then we're just watching pros play golf. That's just how it is. I mean, rarely is the driver going to hit a better shot than the PGA professional. That's kind of how golf works.
Right.
Yeah. Hi, Kyle Young. Good to see you. Yeah. OVO Ghost. Wow. OVO Ghost's dad saying it best. Josh Dobbs should have been our Charlie Batch. He is 100% correct. Charlie Batch may be the greatest backup in the history of football. Saying it. All right. Do you know who I'm talking about? Charlie Batch?
Not at all.
Nope. Do you don't remember Charlie Batch at all?
Not at all.
Oh, man. He came in a few times, won us some games. He's from Pittsburgh, got a thick Pittsburgh accent. Man. Kyle Young, I'm top 100 in the app this week. Let's go, Kyle. Get in there. Get your picks. Get your polls. Should we bring it? You want to bring in Freddie Airmail for 10 minutes and then we'll do some of our polls and then we'll get into discussing this Netflix, the Netflix Cup and then going live.
Yeah, let's go ahead.
All right. Freddie, welcome to the program.
Hey guys, how's it going? How's it
going? So what's
up? You have a horrendous echo.
Oh shit.
No, you're good. You're good. You're back. You're good now.
No, I'm good. I'm good. Okay. At least I'm not having the delay issues that I was having like last week.
That's true. That's true. Freddie, your beard is getting long, intense, very getting ready for winter.
It's November.
Yes.
I gotta.
Yeah.
It's
no
just
shade.
gotta let it go. Yeah.
D Factor just posted a pick suggestion in the Discord, making the League of Legends Worlds final suggestion. God, I wish I knew one thing about esports. We need can D Factor just tell us what to put in there? Like, give us the actual pick, or multiple picks.
You know what I think we got to do? We got to have a poll. I think in the thing on best backup. Is it Charlie Batch? Is it someone said John Kitna at some point?
John Kitna? I don't think so.
Yeah, I mean, but we got to let the fans settle it, I think.
Steven Sautel II. John Kitna, correct me if I'm wrong, played in Cincinnati and played in Detroit. Those are the only two
In
teams I
Seattle.
can remember.
Seattle.
Right? Seattle.
Seattle.
Okay.
Mhm.
Makes sense.
I would love. It's a really good question. Like looking up the greatest backup QBs of all time, because I probably
I
only
mean, number
know
one would have to be Buddy in Philly, right? Nick Foles.
Nick Foles, probably the
He could
best
be
of
up
all
there.
time. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the
He's-
highest high.
Yeah, I mean, the guy won him a friggin' Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Jeff Hostetler with the Giants in the 90s came in for Phil Simms, won them a Super Bowl. Was Trent Green the starter the whole season for the Ravens? Or was it Trent? It was Trent Green, right? That won
Trent
the Super Bowl?
Dilfer was with
Dilfer
the
with
Ravens
the
when they
Ravens?
won that Super Bowl.
Right. Okay. So there's three that have won Super Bowls that were not starters anywhere else. Frank Reich, although not an amazing head football coach as of yet, did bring the Buffalo Bills back from the greatest comeback in playoff football history. So you could put him in there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good list of
see that.
backup
Mhm.
QBs. Man. Rick
Should have
Meyer.
like
Rick Meyer, he was kind of a starter for a minute, but he wasn't like a backup.
in like the technical sense, yes, he was
Yeah.
technically a starter,
Yeah.
but he was kind of a non-starter.
That was always such a
that role.
disappointment because he was so good at Notre Dame. He was so good. And then, yeah. Man. All right, Freddie.
Not that I saw any of it, but yeah.
Wild weekend in college football. I mean, I bet my daughter's college education on the fact that Penn State would not cover. It was going to hit the over, and we would not win that game. Like there wasn't a thought in my mind. None of that was going to work. First of all, Michigan's rallying around an offensive coordinator, John Harbaugh. Do you think was deservedly suspended? I don't know. We still haven't seen any proof. We don't have anything that would directly tie Jim Harbaugh. Sorry, Jim Harbaugh. Go ahead, Leighton. You seem like you've got something you want to say.
I just think it's kind of a waste of time at this point.
Sure.
It's a waste of time.
Yeah.
Okay, he stole your signs, or a coach on the staff stole the signs. They fired him. They probably paid him off in the back. What else are we trying to do to Michigan at this point? For what?
Yeah. I mean, on the one hand,
they didn't win a
there
national
was a
title,
good
so you can't take a title away.
So what are you taking away?
But that's because they weren't stealing TCU signs because they didn't see TCU coming, and so that's how that happened. But a while back, maybe a few weeks ago now, Deion Sanders made a pretty good point about this when he was asked about it. It's one thing to have a team signs when you are, trying to do something like this. It's another thing to actually be able to stop whatever you're apparently seeing coming when they, indicate to you what they're about to do. So there's that. There's also really no easy way to punish the coaches or punish the team without punishing the players. And so that's kind of a hard thing. Although maybe then the lesson from that should be, hey, coaches, don't do that, or you're going to screw with some young guys' futures. If
you ain't
this
cheating,
is what
you
the
ain't
NCAA
trying.
or the Big Ten is going to do.
Yeah.
I mean, but then on that, Freddie, do you just suspend Jim Harbaugh for the rest of the season then at this point?
I mean,
I don't believe you do anything punishing that punishes the players. I think players should be left from this stuff unless players directly participated. But if you know who the coach was that was actually stealing signs, you fired him, and you're looking for something else to do. I mean, the most you could do is what? Just suspend Jim Harbaugh? You say you can't coach for the rest of the season?
I mean, that's what they did, and it apparently, they did what they were expected to do at Penn State without him.
Yeah.
I'm guessing that's because we've known about this for weeks now, and
Yeah.
probably close to when that was revealed, they put in place some contingency plans and said, we got to have a plan in place in case they do something about this. So why not, be ready, have some guys who kind of know what to do, and they still have the talent. Obviously, they haven't taken away any of the players on the field, and so I think if anything, this might actually help them. It's kind of galvanizing them.
Freddie, if you were Michigan, would you leave the Big Ten after this? Seriously, like I get the Big 12 would love to have them. The SEC would love to have them.
They could just go independent. Why not? Why not start that? The sort of undoing of the super conferences.
The irony.
Be that.
The irony.
The irony. The one school that intentionally kept Notre Dame out the Big Ten, leading Notre Dame go independent, now wants to go independent.
See,
The irony.
here it comes. All right, Freddie.
Mhm.
Let's talk Heisman Trophy. We put a poll up that ended this morning. I gave you my 4, who I thought are pretty much the leaders in the clubhouse. Jaden Daniels, after a 606-yard performance, something we've never seen in college football. Michael Penix Jr. Michael Penix Jr. Bo Nix. He's 47 and still playing college football, and I refuse to call him Maserati Marvin Harrison Jr. Who do you think walked away as the favorite in that poll, Freddie?
I mean, I would have to guess. I mean, I know my vote, if the season ended right now, or if everyone did as they're doing right now, my vote would be for Jaden Daniels. As much as I hate that, with it being, a Brian Kelly LSU player, that would be my vote right now.
Well, I will say this: you, sir, are incorrect, and so was I, and I guess so was Leighton, because the leader in the clubhouse by an overwhelming amount of votes is the penis, Michael Penix Jr.
Really?
Maserati Marvin Harrison in second place, Bo Nix in third, and Jaden Daniels fourth place in that poll. Yeah,
Man.
yeah.
Hold on, I'm sorry.
Yeah. You heard me.
No, do you all under?
Silly. He's the best one. He's Jaden Daniels.
I see where people are coming from.
I don't. I don't.
Yeah, I
disagree. I'm sorry. Do y'all understand the stats he put up against Florida was the first time an FBS player ever did that?
Ever. Come on. It's the greatest. It's the greatest performance in college football history. I'm sorry, it is. It is.
Sorry, Freddie, I cut you.
I mean,
my apologies.
No, yeah, my connection cut out there for just a bit anyway, so I didn't hear anything that you interrupted me with. But
wow,
no, losses and wins aren't a quarterback stat. Robert Griffin III in 2011 won the Heisman with 3 losses. Jaden Daniels is also going up against much stronger competition than any of these guys, I think. Even though we're saying that the Pac-12 is, rejuvenated as a conference. I think so far Jaden Daniels has gone up against some pretty stiff competition, and he's passed those tests for the most part. So I think he should be the front runner. I don't necessarily think that it'll come to fruition. I think Washington and Oregon are on this kind of collision course for the Pac-12 title game. They both still have to go through a potential top 10 matchup in Oregon State now.
I mean, it's OVO Ghost making a solid point. Lamar Jackson went with a 9-4 Louisville team. Mm-hmm. I don't know, man. I like what Jaden Daniels is doing in LSU, in the SEC. Mm-hmm. 606 yards against a Florida team. Now, I know Florida's not the best team in the SEC this year. That's still Florida. They're still like servicing, and they're still going to get at least 2 draft picks out of this class, probably, right? Florida always gets draft picks. Mm-hmm. So it's not like they're playing an FCS opponent. It's not, it's not we're playing Toledo and Jaden Daniels has 9 touchdowns, right? This is Florida.
No, yeah.
So what are you giggling about?
Because I like jokes against Maxion teams. The Mac is just
it's
terrible.
All right. I want to briefly touch on the Jimbo Fisher thing, because I think in the greatest power move in the history of college football, they had guys present the program with like $190 million, and they used like a third of that to fire Jimbo Fisher, like on the day he was being fired. I mean, that is some Texas bullshit, man. That's wild.
That will never happen in any other state in this country
ever,
but Texas. That's the Texas thing.
Yeah. So, I mean, when coaches are signed to these huge guaranteed deals, i.e. John Gruden. Now, John Gruden was fired for a very different thing, obviously. Mm-hmm. But when you're hiring these coaches to these absurd long-term guaranteed contracts, when, by the way, Jimbo Fisher, I mean, I guess he brought Florida State back to prominence, but you are still dealing with Texas A&M. Texas A&M is never going to be Texas. They're not even going to be, I mean, at this point, they're not going to be TCU. The only time they were relevant in the last forever is Johnny Manziel.
Yeah. They've only had a couple ranked finishes under Jimbo since he was hired in 2017, I want to say. They went about 500 between their 5-7 last year, and they're 6-4 now. The timing of it, though, is interesting, because they're coming off a 51-10 win against Mississippi State on their third string quarterback. Mississippi State also fired their head coach after this game. So you have the rare game where both teams after fire their head coaches. Maybe Mississippi State wants to hire Jimbo now after they saw what just happened. I don't know. But yeah, I don't understand the notion of doing a big deal right away. Let's get him in there. Hopefully, you're not going to get outbid by some other school making a dumb decision like that. But get him in there and then extend him if he actually pays off. If he actually does what you're paying him to do there. He just never panned out. Texas A&M.
Should we not trust people in today's age with the name Jimbo? Like, I think that's. I mean, like James, Jim, Jimmy. I'll take.
His mother named him that. Come on.
No, his mother didn't name him that. His mother named him James, and his idiot friends from school started calling him Jimbo.
Jimbo.
It's not a name that garners respect. Also, you know, you're going into the living room of young men that want to meet a guy that. Listen, Nick Saban carries a panache. All these guys, Dabo Sweeney, young, cool, like at least trying to be cool, right? Jimbo Fisher, kind of just like an old dude with no personality.
No, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It seemed to work at Florida State. Maybe we like in the interim between when it worked there and then, you know, he kind of fell off a bit before A&M went and got him. Maybe.
I have a question.
God.
Did Jimbo Fisher work at Florida State, or did he have a Gene Chizik situation? Gene Chizik gets Cam Newton, so Jimbo gets Jameis Winston.
Right.
Is that really what happened?
Yeah.
The only difference is Jimbo fell forward, and we don't know where Gene Chizik is now. Is he a coordinator?
Like that entire
I think he's
team
a coordinator at
rested
UNC.
Jameis Winston, yeah, Cam Newton, Jameis Winston, generational talents in college that nobody could stop. Right. They were just so good at what they did that Jimbo Fisher really, he could hide everything under the rug, everything else that he stunk at, because he's like, hey, Jameis Winston is good for 4 touchdowns a game. We'll be fine.
Right.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, he managed to get EJ Manuel to be a first round pick.
That's very true too. Shit, never.
He was kind of the Kenny Pickett of that draft.
Wow. Farts, Freddie. All right, Freddie, let's talk about your rating system before we let you go, because
sure.
This is for Division I college football playoffs, your ratings and how they deserve to be put into the top 12, correct?
That's right. I do my own composite rating system that is intended to be kind of like what the BCS ratings were.
Okay.
But it's intended to take what I see as the strengths of that system and make them and enhance them, make it better. Okay. Because if you remember the BCS before we had the college football playoff committee doing their rankings, it wasn't just the top 25 in order. You also had that number, that rating number that was usually the top team was like a 0.99 or 0.98 something.
Sure.
And that was taken by looking at where teams were ranked in a couple polls, a couple human polls, and then a few six computer rating systems.
Okay.
And based on where they were, like in the top 25 of those, they would get a point value. Like you get 1 out of 1 for being in first. You get like a 0.96 for second, and then it would keep going down by that amount. Right. And it would be averaged into your overall rating. And so the good thing about this is that instead of just like from 1 to 2, it's the same gap. And then 2 to 3.
It's like rating your kids, right? You're like, all right, all of you guys are doing really good. Like if you had a lot of kids, and like Dion, he ranks his kids and how he like favorite, which kid is in the favorite. That's basically what the BCS was. It was, I mean, here's the thing too, that really is, that sucks about college football is that this weekend, Georgia played Missouri, who at that point was what, the 13th ranked team in the country? Or the 11th?
Ole Miss.
They played Ole Miss this past week and they were 9th. Yeah.
Okay. They were 9th in the country, correct?
Yes.
And Georgia was a 13.5 point favorite. Okay.
Yeah.
That's in that is there haven't been, I mean, there was probably maybe 2 double-digit point spreads in the NFL this season. So the fact that the number 9th ranked team versus the number 1 or number 2 ranked team is that big of a favorite is a problem in college football. That's a problem. And I get the 12-team playoff because I want it just as much as everybody, because maybe that gives Penn State a chance to lose in something that isn't the Gator Bowl. But we've got issues, Freddie. Like it's there's got to be some sort of there's no way to parody college football. You can't.
I mean,
NIL.
do it.
part of the issue is that you have the CFP, you have the AP and coaches polls, you have, all kinds of computer systems, and they're all going to look at that differently.
Yeah. OVO
so
Ghost, I know that was the one. That's the one spread I was thinking about. Was this weekend? That's an insane spread, and Dallas still covered it because that's how bad the effing Giants are. The Giants are so bad.
Yeah.
All right, Freddie, let's bring up the image that is your rating system.
Yeah, no, I sent this to Ruthless Cutie, and she's got that for you, so you can kind of see that the point in this, and the good thing about the BCS that I was getting to is that it really helps illustrate.
This is really good, a good looking design here, Freddie. This is.
Oh, thanks. I mean, this is just in Excel. You can do a lot in Excel if you really try.
Dang, that is sexy.
But no, so you really get to see how close or how far apart all these teams are, instead of just like one is as good as much better than two than like two compared to three.
Okay.
You see, there's kind of a gap there between Oregon and Penn State at 8 and 9.
Yeah.
And then you go all the way down. You have I do two different versions. One of them includes the AP and coaches poll. One of them doesn't. I've also got my bowl projections there, and their current and their projected final records, as well as in between those two, I have where they were in the last CFP rankings that came out last Tuesday, and I'll update that when they give us the new ones tonight. But that's how the end product ends up looking.
This is impressive. You should post this on our app.
Yes.
I mean, we got to start working on the blog situation. That's a little bit down the line, but this is
great.
Yeah, this is just awesome. This is,
Thank you,
man. Yeah, this is like some beautiful mind shit here, bud. In a good way, not in like you have paranoid schizophrenia.
No,
like, this is
great.
good. Yeah. I mean, here's the crazy part too, Freddie, right? Is if you look at Penn State and you go all the way down to Iowa under Notre Dame, I feel like Iowa would lose to literally every team in this entire top 25, yet they're ranked above Tulane and Tennessee and Liberty and North Carolina. I mean, Iowa can't put any points on the board at all. And
I would take Tulane over Iowa.
Yes,
I would take Tulane.
Yes.
Well,
I think I'd take USC over Iowa.
The thing that's hurting Tulane here, well, for one thing, I don't actually use these ratings right now to project future games. I'm using something different to project future results. And so that other thing that I'm using, which is the Sagarin ratings, actually projects Tulane to lose their conference championship game. That's why it has them there at 11-3. It's projecting them to lose to SMU in that game. And so
I like that OVO Ghost isn't getting the point of this. Is like there's two Pop-Tarts bowls. OVO Ghost, I love you, buddy, because you're a Steeler fan, but they show their opponent in the Pop-Tart Bowl.
Oh, yeah.
So the Pop-Tarts Bowl is North Carolina versus Kansas State.
Mhm.
And the fact that there's a Pop-Tarts Bowl is awesome because that is a straight up insult to every team. Like, oh, what are you guys playing in the Pop-Tarts Bowl? Actually, we are. There's a
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
Okay, but if you play in that bowl game, what Pop-Tart flavor do you want as a gift? Because every player should get a box of Pop-Tarts, right?
Strawberry glazed. Yeah, for sure.
I just had for the first time I tried their new, I think it's new, their Snickerdoodle flavor.
Whoa.
Which is kind of a lot. It's kind of like their brown sugar cinnamon, but it doesn't have icing on top. It has like
brown sugar.
Freddie, this is impressive, man. This is something special.
Thank you.
Yeah, let's revisit this in 2 weeks because we only have 3 more regular season games, right? Before
2.
Yeah, and then the conference champ. 2 for most teams, I think, and then conference championships are on the weekend of December 2nd, which is right before the Heisman ceremony.
Yeah. Okay. Freddie Airmail, we appreciate you, buddy. Jess, you can take that down. That's just awesome. I mean, you should just design Excels for a living. It's fantastic. I mean, it's just really
I'd
nice.
have to find someone who would pay for that, but maybe there's someone out there. I don't know.
Listen, somebody's paying Jeff Kanata to produce to publish a book of limericks. I'm sure somebody's could pay you to do their Excel and make them look really nice. And that's not an insult to Jeff. I love him very much, but there's a market for everything. Okay. Yeah. Freddie, enjoy. We're going to be here doing live picks and polls for the Netflix Cup. So if you want to pop on your Netflix and hang out with us the rest of the night, you can.
Sure. I
Before
think I'll do that.
before we let you go, just one simple question. We ask you all the time: who's going to win the national championship?
I mean, I think Georgia has a stronger case now than they did. You know, I think they have a good case to move up to number 1 this week, because I think the committee was probably just waiting to see if they would actually do what they did to Ole Miss this week, and I don't think anyone was necessarily expecting that. Michigan kind of did what they were expected to do against Penn State. Penn State might have killed the J.J. McCarthy Heisman hype, considering they didn't lean on him. They leaned on their run game and their defense.
Yeah.
But Michigan can still, do plenty. They still have a good chance to beat Ohio State and get in.
We just got to hope that they stole enough signs earlier in the season so that when they do play Georgia. Freddie Airmail, thank you, buddy. Thank you, buddy. We'll see you soon.
Thank you.
I want Freddie to put together my a spreadsheet for everything I do, and me just present it to my wife, reasons why I should play golf, and break it all down. Because it would confuse her to the point where she would just agree more often, I think.
You know what? Fine. Just go.
Just go do your golf thing. Just do it. I don't care. All right. So before I'm gonna put on my phone, because I believe this thing starts and friggin', I don't know, my battery's half dead. So I'm just gonna stay on until my battery dies, basically, on my phone. I think that should be
okay.
I don't know what my percentage is, but I'm guessing it's somewhere around 55.
My phone charging from my laptop right now, so
I should have charged it. I'm watching this show called For All Mankind. I know I'm a little bit behind on it. No pun intended. And I was watching it earlier while I was doing some other stuff. And here we go. It's live today. The Netflix Cup. Oh, it's not going to let you click on it until it. Oh no, there it is. Live now. Oh, it's almost time. The Netflix Cup will start soon. So they won't start it until 3. And I bet there's going to be some, some pre, match rigmarole. So they might not even go live. Yeah, they might not even go live until 3:15. So that gives us some time to put in some polls that we can tell the Ruthless Cutie, Jessamula, to put in the app. But okay, so I put together these 8-part polls, right, Leighton? And then I put together a 4-part poll. So I want you. This has basically become a prediction, and this is how I think some of the Josh Birdie kind of trivia question should go. Is I do, and then I have a 4-question poll. Fans answer what they think is the correct answer, and then I do the answers in pick form later. Okay. But so here's the first one. This is long-suffering fan bases that deserve a championship most. Okay. Now, I didn't put all NFL teams with each other. I tried to, put NBA, NHL, NFL together, MLB, and put them around each other, because I don't when you rank it against NFL teams against NFL teams, it's you kind of, I don't know. I wanted to do something different. So, although I did do one of all NBA teams. So let's start with this one. Long suffering part 5, San Jose Sharks, Buffalo Sabres, Utah Jazz, Phoenix Suns. Which team do you think the fans voted deserve a championship most? The fans that deserve a championship most from that poll.
Phoenix Suns.
Wow. No, incorrect. We were looking for the Buffalo Sabres.
Really?
Looking for that. I voted for the Suns too. I think the Suns. Although the San Jose Sharks, perennially, at least until this year, always a very good franchise, sometimes getting, number 1 overall seeds in their conference and getting knocked out in the first round of the playoffs. Just destroying their fans' hopes. The Vancouver Canucks, which I put in here too. Okay, let's go to this one. This is long-suffering 7. You've got the Brooklyn Nets, the Philadelphia 76ers, the Indiana Pacers, and the Orlando Magic. Yes. What do you think?
I voted on that one. I think I went with the Pacers. Say the Pacers.
Looking for the Philadelphia 76ers.
Really?
Which, I mean, I guess they've won one before. They went to one with Iverson, right?
Yeah.
Man, I don't know. There's
I feel like that would be the reason why nobody voted for the Sixers. Like, no, they have a championship. It's just been a long time.
long time,
Right.
and they've been told to trust the process forever. What I think it is more of a once proud fan base that had fallen on dark times for a long time. Then they had what seemed like the team to win it, and James Harden didn't want to do it. Joel Embiid is injury prone. You know what I mean? I just have a very soft spot in my heart for the Orlando Magic. Now, I wouldn't exactly call them long suffering, but those Shaq, Penny Hardaway teams were so friggin' good, and they have not been really good since. And I mean, not even really in the conversation. I mean, I guess with Dwight Howard, but even then, they wasn't really.
They made it to a finals, and then
with Dwight Howard, right? Didn't they?
Yeah, and the Lakers made them like a G League team.
Yeah, exactly.
So.
All right, up next, Tennessee Titans, San Diego Padres, Buffalo Bills, Milwaukee Brewers. I may have put the wrong teams in this one because there was a clear winner above and beyond everybody else.
I feel like it's the Bills.
Yeah, 100%. They won going away with 50% of the vote out of 4. I mean, it's the worst. It's the worst, maybe the worst sport team to be a fan of in all of sports, in the sense that you made it to the mountaintop 4 straight times and got your legs chopped off all 4 times. I mean, my goodness.
In sad fashion.
Yeah.
On national television.
Awful. Couple of them were close. Only one of them was really close. The other ones, they just got beat up straight. And fans, throw your thoughts in here too. BC line up the Vancouver Canucks. Yeah. New York Islanders, Atlanta Hawks, Seattle Mariners, Atlanta Falcons. I put your 2 Atlanta teams in here, Lay.
I'm not even going to choose either one of them. I think I'm going to go with Seattle Mariners.
You are correct with an overwhelming 48% of the vote. Mariners. All those Griffey teams, they never won anything. Him and Jay Buhner never won a World Series. All the Ichiro teams that year that they won the most regular season games in MLB history, they didn't even win. God, it's such a cool sports town, and they love the Mariners, and they haven't done anything.
Yeah.
This one was not shocking, but also I put all of these teams, and these teams' fan bases have been through a lot. The Knicks, the Browns, the Clippers, and the Lions. Which long-suffering fan base deserves a championship most?
I voted for the Lions on this one. The Knicks is another one. They're like the 76ers. You have a championship. It's just been a long time.
So
I went with the Detroit. I just went with the Detroit Lions. I think that's who won.
See here, I shouldn't have, because I voted for the Browns simply because, but I don't know why I did, because they're in our conference. But my buddy Kevin's the coach. Right. However, Detroit Lions, a heavy voting win here for them over because the Clippers, there's just no history there. There's no tradition. There's nothing.
Till this, I will stand on this. They should have been the Las Vegas franchise. They should have left LA. I don't understand.
Yeah.
I don't understand why you stay in LA. I don't get that.
And you're building a whole new arena in LA with Steve Ballmer. Like, get the hell out of there.
Yeah, come on.
Dude, I mean, they would be more successful in Pittsburgh. Hell, we got a thing called the Gateway Clipper. It already fits in the town.
Oh, well then, yeah.
See?
There you go.
We're already a sports town. Okay, next up, Oakland Athletics, Minnesota Vikings, Cincinnati Bungholes, and the Minnesota Timberwolves. This was a very, very close vote. Very close vote.
I feel like it should be the Vikings.
You are correct. It is the Vikings.
Oh,
you are correct. Yep. The Vikings with 34%, but the Bungholes close with 32%. I mean, both franchises, at least the Bengals have been to a Super Bowl now.
Yeah.
Right?
2.
They've been to 3.
They've been to 2, right?
2 or 3?
Oh, is it 3? I
think it's 3.
It was 2.
The Vikings haven't even been to one. No, they have. Sorry, they have been to one. They lost the Steelers. They lost the one time. Yeah.
No, they've been to 2 then, because they lost to the Chiefs, Super Bowl 3.
You're right. Okay, so they've been to 2, but again, it's in the 70s, bud.
Right. Well, the craziest fact about that Super Bowl is the Chiefs ran the same play like double digits times, and that's really was the only play they ran the entire game.
Right. And then finally, Oviogo says the thing is starting, guys. All right, let's put this up. Pirates, Cowboys, Maple Leafs, Vancouver Canucks.
Maple Leafs.
Dude, no, it's the stupid Cowboys. People voted for the Cowboys.
As a long time. I hate fans. Sorry. on the fan control network on Back to Work, I will say it. I hate fans. God, okay.
All right, so we're starting up here. It says the next clip is starting
Gen
soon.
Z was voting. That's what it was. It was Gen Z.
Gen Z
and
was
Gen Up.
voting.
Mhm.
Should I is it? Why would you vote Cowboys ever? Correct. It's not starting. It's not live on my end here. OVO.
I'm looking
Oh
at
wait,
it.
here we go. Who they got hosting it? Apparently, Marshawn is going to be one of the hosts, and Bert Kreischer is one of the
We got
commentators.
Joe Damon and another guy.
Here we go. Can you hear it?
Yeah.
Can you hear it?
Oh, I'm intentionally not playing the volume so it doesn't come on the show.
No, but can you hear it on mine?
Yeah, I can hear a little bit.
Okay. Well, I kind of want to hear just because I want to hear what like Marshawn and Bert Kreischer have to say during it, you know? Because when we look, they got Keegan Michael Key to narrate this thing. Oh, you know what this is for? This is because they're doing or did they do the Las Vegas Grand Prix yet? Or is that this weekend?
Can you hear mine? My stream?
No.
No? Oh, okay,
No,
cool. Then I'm gonna
can't
keep
hear
it up. Okay.
I mean, look at that friggin' sphere. That thing is crazy. Man, this is kind of fun. Thanks, OVO Ghost. Grand Prix is this weekend. Okay, as we wait for them to actually do some stuff, let's all right, so I had Jessica Samola put in the picks here. So the pick is these are your pairings. You've got Lando Norris and Ricky Fowler. I don't know how good Lando Norris is, but Ricky Fowler up and down year. Carlos Sainz, Justin Thomas up and down year, but I think Carlos Sainz might be the best golfer in the F1 group. Pierre Gasly and Colin Morikawa. Again, and then Alex Albon and Max Homa. Max Homa is probably the best golfer out of all these right now. He is on fire right now. He's awesome.
That's the only name I knew.
All right, so who'd they get? Oh, Bert Kreischer and look, Joel Damon's going to be on the call. See, that's huge. That's awesome. I can't believe like Bert Kreischer has his shirt on. That's.
Wait, are you able to hit do you see the live button in the bottom screen?
Yeah. Why am I not live?
Hit that. No, you're behind.
How far behind am I?
Did they just show the guy show his stomach?
No, I missed that.
Okay. We got Marshawn.
There's Marshawn. Look at Marshawn Lynch is such a wild man. I love this dude. Look at the finish line jacket he's got on.
This is nice. Oh, that sphere is.
Oh, look, they did. They turned the sphere into a golf ball.
This is nice. This is nice.
This is pretty sick. Yeah. Apparently, I saw something that the tickets for the Grand Prix, right? Started at like $800 and now they're going for like $150. Nobody's buying any of these tickets.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Have you watched the Drive to Survive or the full? You watched Full Swing? I know you did. I know you watched Full Swing.
I watched some of it. I watched Quarterback, but I haven't watched Drive to Survive. It's good. Okay. It's good. Should I watch Beckham?
Beckham is incredible. It's my favorite thing that they've done. Yeah. I love all of the Untolds, like the Johnny Manziel. They did. I watched the one about the America's Cup. I watched the one about what's it called?
The Gators.
Gators. That one sucked. Tim Donaghy, the ref. So OVO goes, Beast Mode is feeling it. Beast Mode is so high and drunk. He's in Vegas.
Oh, of course.
They're paying him to hang out on a golf course, and they have not. I guarantee you, directors have not given him an ounce of direction. They have not told, because he's not going to take it. He doesn't care.
He's not going to do. He's always going to do what he wants to do, but he also ends up doing the right thing. It's all
yes, yeah. This is awkward.
If every golf match was like this, I would watch golf. This is dope.
Is it kind of like, I think they should have had him coming out with like smoke and like shooting friggin'. This is kind of cool though.
They got the Raiders cheerleaders out there?
Wait. Somebody just came out. Did you see that? Somebody just ran out
What?
onto the tee box and Bert Kreischer had to grab her.
Oh, I thought that was a Raiders. That's what I was like. Is that a Raiders cheerleader? It looked like a Raiders cheerleader.
What was
That's
that?
wild.
And why wasn't the camera on it?
Yeah, LVO Ghost. Did a woman just run into the shot? That's something we
No.
would have covered. Hands down.
Jess, let's put up a poll. How do we want to do? We should have done this in pre-production as far as like, what was that woman doing on the tee box poll? I'm just going to see every time I type, my screen starts shaking, which is why I don't think me putting in polls right now is, and here come.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. They should have at least driven in on the carts or something.
Yeah, right. Like, and like gone through a checkpoint. Come on in.
Okay, but where's this girl? Is she like?
Yeah, they didn't even show her. It looked like Bert Kreischer grabbed her. Is it like something about the like the Saudi thing? Oh, look, they've got it looks like the Grand Prix for the carts to go through. See?
That's dope.
Yeah, that's kind of
Unique.
sick. Look at that. So that's our second view of the sphere. Oh, Colin Morikawa bowing out with a back injury. So Tony Finau stepping in. I love Tony Finau. Is Mizzou's Cody Schrader the feel-good story of the NCAA this year? Tell me more about Cody Schrader, Woody the Duck.
Yeah, I'm unfamiliar.
Sell me on Cody Schrader.
There we go. Oh, Kirk Cousins. Don't piss me off.
If Kirk Cousins just tore his Achilles. Oh,
Which
Patrick
he's
Mahomes
available
will
to
be
do an
there.
appearance.
Do the Chiefs have a bye? Are the Chiefs in Vegas this weekend?
Oh, I thought they
No,
just
they
had their
wouldn't put
bye
an
because they had to
NFL
take Taylor Heineke in fantasy.
So they flew Mahomes to Vegas, and then he's going to go back.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess when you're that good, it doesn't. You're going to make the playoffs anyway. Who cares?
You can do what you want.
This. Oh yeah, OVO goes. Chiefs are on a bye currently because Travis is in Argentina. Thank you, OVO Ghost. Woody the Duck. He was a Truman State player and walked on to Mizzou last year, and this year as a senior are leading the SEC in rushing. Yeah, I think that's an incredible story. Where's Truman State? Is that like a? Oh, Devontae Adams is there. There we go. Devontae Adams. So you got to ask the questions like, should you be getting more targets? What's going on with the Raiders offense?
Yeah, like put him on the spot. Don't
yeah.
Mark Wahlberg.
Mark Wahlberg's there. What? Mark Wahlberg's the most ripped dude in his 50s since ever. Like, dude's.
Yeah, I don't know of any. I mean, what?
What is on the man's head? Oh, his daughter looks just like him. Lando. Yeah. This is kind of funny, man. All right. Jess, here's a poll. Mark Wahlberg would you consider Mark Wahlberg a rapper?
Come on. Don't tease the fans like that.
Okay, the team that finishes first
Like, do
hole
you consider
fastest.
Shaquille O'Neal an actor? Like, come on.
Look at this. The first hole, they have a speed hole, Leighton. Team that finishes first hole fastest, regardless of score, earns match tiebreaker. So they're running.
Oh, that's something. But aren't the carts supposed to be like super fast? So is that what it is?
So they each look. They're all teeing off at the same time. This is some wild shit. All right.
Oh gosh. Well,
who?
yeah, with Josh. All right, Josh is gonna come back. Hopefully, y'all are watching this too. This is interesting. Makes me want to get back on the driving range. I haven't been in months. Here's a question for the chat. If you could be paired with your favorite athlete or favorite celebrity in a golf tournament, who would you pair with? Any sport. Favorite athlete in general or favorite celebrity, who would you be paired with in the golf? Oh, he could have. LeBron. This is
All right.
this is chaotic.
I don't know if I like this thing.
This is pretty
Is
stupid.
it weird? This kind of, it almost seems like this is not well. What this like wasn't well put together. Like wasn't well thought of. All right, Jess. How about let's do an over under. The fastest finish of the hole is over under 2 minutes. Let's do that. Make it a pick. Make it last a minute. They're all going to tee off right now, right? How far ahead of you, Leighton?
Oh, we're past the tee off now.
Oh, we
hit
are?
the live button. Yeah.
God damn
It
it.
was the dumbest thing you'd ever seen, Josh. It was pretty bad.
Did they run?
They drove there. They had to
So
drive
who-
in that course. And then it was the first person to get the ball in the hole. So it was just like a putt-putt. It was like kids playing putt-putt. And they were
Like
all just trying to
polo?
get their in a way. But they were all
No.
like they all swung. So 2 swung, then another 2 swung. Their balls landed at the hole. Then they got in their carts. They drove over there. They had to stay in the path. And then they got out, and then they all found their ball and were like trying to hit it in the hole first. It was chaotic. There was no turns. Everybody was hitting at the same time.
They should have done it like a time trial. Freddie Airmail Twitter is hating this right now.
Oh, I need to
it
pull up
just
Twitter.
seems a little. I just love that Marshawn's there smoking a cigar, drunk, definitely high, definitely drunk. I mean, the guy's always drinking Hennessy. I'm glad they didn't put Marshawn in a car.
Is there an official hashtag for this? Netflix Cup?
I would imagine hashtag Netflix Cup, right?
It would have to be, right?
There's
I mean,
nobody.
Is it an insult to say, hey, Fan Control Golf is going to be way more organized than this?
Yeah, just say Fan Control Golf actually has somebody that scripted out what it looks like. Yeah, host, this looks like organized chaos. I don't even know how I'm supposed to do a pick and a poll because I don't know what's going on. Here's what I'll say. Would you wear what Ricky Fowler is wearing right now? Would you wear that, Leighton? Would you wear that shirt? I like bold attire, but even I'm not too pumped on that one. Hey, Hunter07, what's up, dude? Good to see you, buddy. Or gal. You got to catch the stream sometimes for sure. Look, now they're fighting about who got in before. There's a rules official that comes out. He's just wearing a vest that says PGA Tour. They're not really sure if that's him or not. It kind of just looks like
That's somebody's
Scott
dad, by the way. That's not a real official.
Yeah, it's like Scott Van Pelt's cousin, Rob Van Pelt.
Oh, it was a pro. Oh, the lady was a protester. Somebody got
told
a
you.
screenshot on Twitter.
What is she? Is it about the Saudi? Is it about Saudi Arabia or something?
I don't know. They got her before they could see what her sign was saying.
It's Carlos Sainz. Come on. Oh, burn. SVP Cousins Linus. Yeah. Oh man. Oh, look at this. Look at this replay they're doing of this insane. This is legitimate if you took Rosie to mini golf.
Okay, who's in the orange hat? Who's in the orange hat?
Oh, I think it's that's Lando Norris and I think Ricky Fowler's.
I thought
Carlos Sainz,
like
Justin Thomas, get it.
First.
Let me ask you a question. What, like I understand that they have to wear their sponsors and everything, but who designs everything else around it to make the Ferrari stuff look absurdly gaudy? Like, why does it always looks like somebody just threw patches and stickers at their outfits?
Yeah, that's how they do it.
Jay
like
Spacely,
there's got to be a cleaner way to do this, right?
Yeah. It's Jay Spacely. This is almost how I envision golf jitsu without the jujitsu part. Yeah.
That's funny.
Okay, so they're doing this again. Why isn't there a timer up on the screen? Isn't this Formula One's all about timing? Oh, did you see those two land almost next to each other?
That was perfect. No, that was perfect. But where's the fourth? Where's the fourth going?
Oh my God. This just kind of looks dangerous.
Extremely dangerous, but kind of fun at the same time.
If one of these guys gets hurt doing this stupid thing,
dude.
Oh my God. This is like one time I used to host Fan Control.
You see how close they are to getting hit when they get off the cart by the other cart?
Yeah, Tony Finau. Oh my God.
Why are you giving him a chance? Oh, first shot.
Oh, Tony Finau goes in and gets it. This is almost like too fast to pick in a poll. All right. Here's a question. Here's a poll, Jess. Maybe it's a pick. Maybe they can't show it. Will we see Marshawn Lynch drinking during this? Like, will they cut to him and him actually drinking something?
He's already smoking a cigar.
He's already smoking a cigar.
Yeah. What will be in Marshawn's cup?
Hennessy.
Oh, of course.
He had that that Costco bottle of Hennessy at the championship game of FCF or playoff game. I'm not really sure which game he was at. I can't remember it.
Didn't he have like 17 bottles of Hennessy at his hotel after the Super Bowl loss? Yeah.
Yep. Stu MC, what is Tony Finau playing? So Tony Finau stepped in for Colin Morikawa, Stu, because Colin Morikawa has a back thing. He's had a back thing for a while. I'm telling you right now, the way that golf is going, it's going to become a lot of these guys are swinging the clubs so hard now at such a young age that they are putting so much stress on their hips and their core and their back that a lot of these guys are going to have very short-lived careers. Colin Morikawa, part of that same thing, has been like pushing his body to the limit to try and get more power because he wasn't the longest driver of the golf ball on tour. And you see what kind of happened. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ovio goes, Marshawn said he drank Henny before every game in the locker room. Yeah, that makes sense. Mm-hmm. You don't really have to be sober to play running back, do you?
No.
You got to be sober to play quarterback. Soberish. I mean, I know Kerry Collins was drunk most of college and we won a national title, but you know,
Jamar Chase out there somewhere. Like I feel like in some situations, I mean, you could be pretty drunk at quarterback and win.
You just chase basically a back and hip issues. I might be a pro golfer after all. Stu MC, thanks for clearing that. I have JT and Carlos to win this. LOL. Yeah, I think that's yeah. They're one up through the first hole because they ran. This isn't. I'm sorry. I mean, I love golf and everything. This is drove and then ran. Okay, so here we go. Dude, look at the sphere. The sphere is looking sick. Oh, it changed. It changed.
You see it?
Oh, and now it's the emoji. It hit the eyeball of the sphere. All right, here comes Carlos. So they're playing a scramble. You know what that means, Lay?
No, not at all.
So each one hits a tee shot, and then they pick the best one, and then each one hits the next one. They pick the best one. So you keep picking the best one until yeah. The sphere loses money just like the show may. Yikes! I don't know if this is doing fan-controlled golf any favors. This is quite the scene. Carlos Sainz. I don't know if that's good.
Oh, all right.
He's in the bunker. Okay. All right. Oh. It's a pretty good golf. Oh, that's Ricky Fowler. Oh, no, this is Lando Norris. Lando Norris, the pretty good practice swing there.
That didn't sound good.
Did he top it? He's in the bunker too. Or is he short of it? Yeah, I think he topped it. Stu MC, Tiger with his new Fuse planner would be wild in this, not part of his rehab. Yeah, Ovio goes very short. All right, here comes Ricky Fowler. There we go. That's the ball. Oh, look, they've got like, see how when it took off, it started changing color. So Ricky's in the fairway.
Is that Shot Tracker? There you go.
Yeah, they have that on pretty much every tournament. Yeah,
that's fire.
Hitch Chase, basically, they should use some tokens and upgrade their driver. I did just upgrade some of my clubs in the fan-controlled golf mini game in the app, which I find to be very entertaining. I love it. All right, so let's do a pick here. Who wins this hole, Jess? Just put it up for like a minute. We can let's just do basically Thomas and Sainz versus Norris Fowler. Like that's who your thing. That would be your pick. So you can just like who wins this hole. Thomas, Sainz, Fowler, Norris. It's a par 5, so they're gonna have to. It's probably gonna be a 2-shot par 5. Is Marshawn Lynch doing that voiceover?
Mm-hmm. You hear him? He was like 515 yards. You didn't hear him? I was like, yeah, that's Marshawn.
That's the dude right there. Oh, he's behind the tree. This is also kind of a. This could be a fun pick. Like, whose drive do they pick off the tee? That's not very good. I don't want that.
It's terrible. That's a really nice course, though.
Yeah, it's $700 to play around.
No, never mind.
Yeah. Stu MC, Sainz was birdieing par 5s and hitting 330-yard drives with DJ. The other 3 are relative novices. Interesting. Okay. I know I've seen Carlos play on the show. I just didn't know if he was good or not. And he doesn't have an established handicap that I've seen on the GIN, so I don't,
Stu MC seems like the guy that'll end up being like an MVF for like fan-controlled golf.
What's that?
Like standing out right. So Stu MC seems like the fan that'll end up being
an
MVF for fan-controlled golf. Though. Like we all have our fans for each sport.
Yes. Yeah. And he's coming in from YouTube, and his YouTube thumbnail is him playing golf. Stu, where are you located? Let's go play some golf together. Ovio goes, poor cameraman that has to run behind the cart. Yeah. That's a tough look. They're doing in meters. I'm
Honestly,
terrible.
Freddie, I thought Stu MC was QB Stu for a minute when I first heard the name.
Me too. Freddie Airmail is saying the same thing. I'm terrible out of fairway bunkers. Okay, Jess Smola, here's a pick. Do Justin Thomas, do they put the ball on the green from the bunker? Do they make it to the green from the bunker? Just do it quick. Make every pick or poll like 1 minute long. That's what we should do. Just 60 seconds if that's easier, because it starts at 60. So 60 seconds, probably easiest. D Factor, never heard of this Signs dude. He drives for Southwest Scotland, fella. Not very pretty in November. Well, you can come out to Northern California, and I'll gladly come to Scotland anytime, Stu MC. I'm dying to get to Scotland to play some golf. All right. Do they make? I'm hoping the polls are going up and the picks are going up. Jess, I know I'm kind of throwing things at you last second, so let's see. Just make it 60 seconds.
Yeah, nice.
Okay, well, they didn't make the green. All right, so now JT has to get to the... Dude, Carlos Sainz can play some golf, Stu MC. Holy shit, he's good. He's got a nice swing. Very unLayton-like of him.
Thank you.
And then,
thank you so much.
And then, Jess, put up another pick after this one. Will Ricky Fowler, Orlando Norris put it on the green in 2? We can. Oh. Yeah, sorry, Jess. It's Sainz. S-A-I-N-Z.
No, nice.
Oh, they did it.
That was really good.
Holy shnikes, that's good.
What's the wildest thing you've ever said to somebody on the course? Like the most disrespectful or...
I think the thing I always say that pisses a lot of people off is, so if you're on a par 5 and somebody you're playing with is like waiting for the green to clear and they're like 260 out, and then they either like blow it right or blow it left or chunk it or duff it. I'll always say like all that for that. Right. And then it's just such a good jab in there. Yeah. To see if one of these guys puts it on the green, Jess, quick poll or quick pick. All these are picks. Will Lando Norris or Ricky Fowler put it on the green? That is definitely not on the green.
Yeah.
Oh, he's over. Ricky bombed it. I would think that Ricky Fowler puts this on the green. He kind of has to.
Who's this whispering?
Yeah, who's whispering in here? This is
why
hilarious.
are you whispering on this?
Yeah. Ricky Fowler put it on. He's going to be next to it. Oh!
Wow.
Inside Ricky Fowler. They both put it on the green and the polls and the picks.
So, Stu, I'm a LSU fan for college teams, Falcons fan for pro teams in football.
Yep. I'm Penn State
Josh
and Pittsburgh. Penn State and Pittsburgh. Braden 242-424. I don't know. Anybody got a link, bro? A link for you're already on. See, they've showed golf on Drive to Survive before.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, and then Pittsburgh, everything across, Stu. Are you like Premier League guy, or are you just a big golf fan? Because I'm a gigantic golf fan, so yeah. Oh, Braden, yeah, I don't have Netflix, so maybe a stream link, you know? We're watching Netflix on our accounts, so sorry, buddy. I don't have one, but I appreciate the ask. Jay says, Glacier Boys fan for football that matters. Well said. Jay's basically, what if the Glacier Boys changed their name to something that wasn't Glacier Boys? What would you want it to be? Because you might have to come to that reality sometimes.
Right. I feel, like the Premier Lacrosse League just announced their teams. And they changed the Chrome to the Outlaws, and so many Chrome fans are pissed off right now.
Oh, no.
Yeah, they're hurt. So yeah, Jay Spacely. We could change
So-
the name.
we can get you a lot of Glacier Boys merch. The not
Yeah.
Glacier Boys. That's pretty solid, Jay Spacely. It's pretty solid.
That's really good. The Glatriots, Freddie.
The Glatriots, not bad.
He sounds like he works in racing.
Smoke that, yeah. McLaren is okay. They're not. I mean, it's Red Bull Racing. They're the top. Then Ferrari and Mercedes kind of battle out for second and third. Of recent, but Mercedes used to dominate with Lewis Hamilton. I mean, absolute domination. Nobody was touching him, and now nobody can beat Max Verstappen in Red Bull Racing. I don't understand racing well enough to know why certain cars are that much better. So
at some point, it has to be the driver, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I'm still trying to understand, like, how does getting in these races help you sell regular cars to regular people? Why is Mercedes in F1 racing? That's what I'm trying to understand.
That Mercedes. So you mean like, well, I mean, it's like Ford and Chevy, right? In NASCAR and Toyota.
Yeah, but like, how does watching them win the race doesn't make me want to go get a Ford F-150?
Yeah, it used to be like that was like the joke, or not the joke. It was the saying was like, whoever wins on Sunday gets bought on Monday in NASCAR.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, if I could own a Ferrari, I would, right?
Yeah.
Right? I would always buy a Ferrari. I wouldn't buy. I mean, you can't really buy a Red Bull. I would. I mean, I think Mercedes probably.
Well, you can go to your grocery store.
No, I know, but I'm saying like a Red Bull car. I can't buy a Red Bull.
Bad joke.
Bad joke. It's Jay Spacely. Merch will ease the pain, but not for Polar Bear. Our buddy Stu MC. Sevilla for football. Sevilla is an amazing Spanish town. I would. Oh man, are we talking Real Betis, or is that? I'm trying to. Is there two teams in Sevilla? And I like the American coaching culture, like John Wooden, etc. Interesting reason to like American sports is the coaching culture, and I never would have saw that coming.
Yeah.
I gotta make the tour. I think you would do well in Scotland, Leighton. Like this time of year, it's cold, it's windy, it's raining. It seems like right in your wheel.
I have a lot to blame. Thanks, guys.
Well, Carlos Sainz missed the putt. So if JT has to make this to win, we should have done was have Jess like, well, we have the winning poll up, right? So if Justin Thomas makes this, they win, I think. JT got it. All right. So JT and Carlos Sainz just won. You can take down that poll, and then let's put out or pick, and then they're all picks at this point. I haven't set a poll yet, so I keep messing that up. So then it would be who wins the third hole. Same thing. Oh wait, no, it was a tie. It was a tie. They tied. Farts. I didn't even think about tying. Oh shit. Because we can't put three. We kind of got to leave it unresolved, I think. Didn't even think that.
Oh, there's a lot of action on tonight.
No, they both teams eagled that hole. All right, so now we're just gonna have to do all polls, I think, because we don't have the option to do if they both put it. You know what I mean? The only thing we can do for picks is like, do they put it on the green in 2? Do they not? Do they? You know what I mean? It has to be yes or no questions because they can tie. Here we're learning on the fly. The picks and the polls.
Yeah, a really good test for us, though.
Yeah, I know. This is because this is sort of what the pace of fan controlled golf would be. It's going to be, one-on-one matches.
Right.
Just yes, there are 3 answer options, but that's only for polls. Picks, it doesn't let you do it for picks. It only lets you have 2 options for picks. I know. Something that they're working on with all of the rest of the things we're figuring out in the app as we build it. So, Ovio goes. So did they only have the sphere for like 5 minutes for the aerial shot? Yeah, like why isn't it going back to the Netflix cup? Or is it circling? God, that sphere is so distracting, is it not? All I'm looking
No,
at is the sphere.
not looking.
All right, Jess, here's the pick. Do they put it on the green in 2? Max, Homa Albon, Homa Albon. Do they put it? And just do it like 30 seconds. Jay Spacely, I picture FCG like American Ninja Warrior. Oh, he did it.
Nice.
They did it. D Factor says it right. That sphere is insane. Fear the sphere. I picture FCG like American Ninja Warrior putt. No, it's not going to be like that. You guys are going to, it's actually very interactive. It's pretty effing awesome. And like the more of them we do and the more often we do them, and I think it's going to be the most, like the sport we're going to do the most often with how we want to pull it off. Let's see if Max Homa puts it closer. Oh, it's a little long there, Maxie. Joel Damon's blaming the altitude and the adrenaline. Oh, so Colin Morikawa is there. He's just not playing because his back is hurt. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you right now, if all they keep doing on that sphere is putting an emoji face, it's a waste. It's a waste. Like if I'm in Vegas, that's the only thing I'm looking at all the time.
Fan Control Golf. If we get a chance to do an event at this course, we should we should put up picks and polls on the sphere.
Yes. Yes. Cool. Sorry, I'm Boy, Bert Kreischer is really trying to make this exciting. He really is. They lost Ovio Ghost. They lost $100 million in the first quarter since they turned the sphere on, and I see why. Yeah, like if I was how much are they charging for advertising? Why wouldn't they just put? Why wouldn't companies just be advertising wild stuff to design to put on the sphere? How much does it cost to power the sphere? Is the real question. All right, so is this a long drive situation? They're getting mulligans? Oh, so whoever drives it the furthest gets a mulligan on the hole. So they can re-hit. So the long drive earns the mulligan. Steve Aoki's there. This is like a who's who of fan-controlled football owners.
Right.
Ovio Ghost, the Super Bowl. It's good. Does it have to be in the fairway is the question. JT put one on it. They've got earbuds in, it appears, so they can talk. I don't know why they're not asking them to say more stuff. Let's see. Okay, so it's 384 yard. I mean, I guess the pick here would be who drives it further. We got to get better at this. I think we need. Oh God, that was horrendous. That was real bad. That's OB. That's on Las Vegas Boulevard. That just. I was going to make a really terrible joke, and I'm not going to make it. I'm not going to say it. That's not good. All right, let's see if Lando Norris does anything here. The other match not getting any kind of TV coverage at this point. Nobody knows what's going on in the other match. See, that's the thing is these matches with how TV coverage is, oh, that's not very good. See, now the Netflix Cup, it's got some shading on it. I mean, I don't understand how they think one of these guys is going to outdrive a pro, right? That's kind of insane to me, right?
That's good.
Ricky Fowler put a hurting on it. Did he outdrive Justin Thomas though? I don't know. They don't keep the camera on it long enough. Who is producing this? Netflix, obviously, but I'm just saying. What?
Who at Netflix?
Who at Netflix is producing this? There's the poll. I want to know what the protester girl did. Did you see what the sign said on Twitter?
Mm-mm.
There's I don't understand. It's clear who won the long drive. The person that's further away. He's talking about why he lifts up his foot in the backswing when he tries to really unleash one. What they really should be doing, and this is kind of my Justin Thomas wins the powerful long drive challenge 327. That's a bomb. That's a bomb. Okay, so what I really this is my idea for and Jess, do a poll. Okay, this is my idea for golf courses. I want to buy a golf course, right, Leighton?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now all day you play golf on it, and then at night you turn on the lights and you have speed golf. So you like soup up the carts. And you let them go faster, and you like drive the cart, you run out, you hit your ball, you zoom in the cart, and then you do like time trials. So like one twosome goes off, and then another twosome goes off, so that like you're not catching them, and you're like basically trying to race golf.
Okay.
Or you don't like that idea. What about just plain old golf cart races? Like Mario Kart, but with golf carts.
At night, that's what it should be. Yeah. Just
right?
Turn the golf course into a go-kart.
Yes, widen the path a little bit so the golf carts can pass. You have to have two people in the cart. It's not single. So the passenger can get out and like start messing with the other guy, like poking him, like
or you could just do regular. It could be a combined golf cart go-kart track.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, can you not hear me? What happened?
You can hear me.
I can. Can you not hear me?
My connection just went out. I think
Jess,
my connection. Oh, you can?
I can hear you. Who can hear who? Yeah, Freddie can. I can hear both of you.
You can.
You just can't hear.
Can you see
me? Yes. Yeah.
Oh, I can hear you.
Okay.
I can hear both of you. I can hear both of you. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
Okay.
My Netflix just shut down.
Oh, he chunked it. All right, now Ricky's got to come up. See, this is the funny part when these guys
how about
stink this bad. Go ahead.
Why not make it both a golf course and a go-kart course so that at night it's just go-kart races at night?
I love that idea. It's two businesses in one.
Here it is.
Right?
Let's have them set up and just light up at night. That'd be amazing.
Light up the track? I like long form. Like you're racing around and oh my God, he almost made it. Holy cow. Why didn't Ricky Fowler play like this in the friggin' Ryder Cup? Now we do.
Oh, guess where I'm going this Saturday, Josh, when I'm in LA?
Top Golf.
No. I guess I should. No, I'm going to the USC UCLA game.
Oh, nice. Is it
I
at
was like, I
the
have to see
Coliseum or is
Caleb
it at the Rose
Williams.
Bowl? Coliseum or Rose Bowl? What's going? You should
Coliseum.
maybe leave and come back. You should leave and come back. Or is it me that's delayed?
Yeah, what's that?
Yeah. Oh, that's a good note from Joel Damon. The club will go through down grain versus a grain against you. Oh, he is a good looking line. Oh, Carlos Sainz can play. Thank you. Jay Spacely is delayed. That's pretty good. That is pretty good. So there is another match going on we haven't seen any of. This is some great coverage by Netflix. Almost looks like he shanked it. Malmbach. Nice one, JT. Really good work. Yeah, Freddie made the protesters took over that one. You're not wrong. All right, so he's taken his mulligan on the wedge shot. Not bad, because if Ricky and his partner don't make that putt, say smart mulligan, and they need that. One of them will make that putt. That's not even. You let a pro 2 shots at a wedge shot like that. I mean, that's just a bad idea, because they're always going to knock it tight. All right, here we go. Are they on the second hole still? All right. We don't know what's going on in this match because nobody is telling us. All right, so Homa and who's his guy again? Homa Albon. So that match is all square as well. Again, this is man. Some of these matches that you just got to like put graphics on the television. Yeah, Ovio Go says that was a beautiful lay by JT on the mulligan. Again, if you give a pro 2 wedge shots at the same pin from the same distance, I guarantee you that second shot is going to be next to it. They're that good at golf. These guys can dial their wedges to like over under like plus minus 2 yards depending on the swing. They're that good at golf. I mean, if they want to hit the ball 65 yards, they can hit the ball 65 yards. This is the best way to watch sports and podcast all at the same time and do a show. Jess, let's do a poll. Are they wasting the Sphere in Vegas? Is the Sphere being wasted? Mir Frank, I'm not seeing the polls. Is there not seeing the polls because we haven't put up any? I mean, it could be. This is a hard thing to do. We are working on the live picks and polls. We need more bodies to do things, right? Because it's not easy. OVO Ghost, this has to be great for you, Josh, being paid to talk golf. This is my dream, right? Carlos Sainz lining up what is about a 5 or 6 footer here. Looks to be left to right. I don't know. I don't love the khakis. He drains it. Boom. Carlos Sainz he's a golfer. He's set up like a golfer. He swings like a golfer. He knows what he's doing. Now, Ricky Fowler and Lando Norris. Lando Norris definitely not a golfer per se, but he's trying. Mir Frank, no nerdy is getting points, so they are going up. Okay. Sorry, Mir Frank. Or sorry, yeah. So just X out of your app and then click back in if you can. That should work. All right, here comes Lando Norris. This will be straight uphill. He hits it and he drains it. Ricky Fowler gave his partner a chance and he drains the putt. This match remains 1-up thanks to that speed golf first hole, which again still doesn't make a ton of sense to me. As they walk off the green, Who do we think there's more golf fans in there, or do we think there's okay? So Albon and Homa won the second hole, so they took one back from Gasly and Finau, while Sainz and Thomas remain one up on Norris and Fowler. As we see the Netflix Cup sphere spinning in the background. I mean, you can't avoid the sphere. The sphere will take you. All right, so let's do a quick pick. Who has the long drive here? Homa or Finau? Let's just do the pros because they can. So let's do a quick pick. Jess, make it a minute, 60 seconds. Quick pick. Who has the long drive? Homa or Finau? Because the drivers aren't going to have the long drive. This we know. And oh, look, there's Steve Aoki. Will he throw a cake at one of them? Did he bring a cake? Leighton is back. We've got Leighton in the mix. There he is. He's back, baby.
Gosh.
What happened? Internet go down? The cat.
Well, yeah, but also like Restream was just taking forever to upload. I don't know what it was. Oh well.
Restream. When it works, I'm also echoing in yours. I can hear myself. You may want to put your mic on. Oh, you're good now. You're good now. I don't hear it anymore. I think we might just. All right, so here we go. This is Alex Albon. My prediction is he blows this way right. Yep, nailed it. Told you. But he is in the trees, ladies and gentlemen. I could be one of the greatest golf announcers if Golf Channel or NBC Sports or CBS would just pay me. I'm a predictive guy. I can tell by the way they're set up of where it's going. Just show the protester girl. Here comes Max Homa. I would say, I don't know if they're showing ball speed, but I would say Max is going to be somewhere around 170, 171 ball speed. He's going to fade something here. Maybe he's going to try and draw something at that bunker. Oh, he pulled it. He has pulled it. It's definitely not. That is in the, yeah, he's in the rough over there. You can see him right there. He pulled it a little bit, I think, in order to win the long drive. Now, here's the thing. Tony Finau, one of the longest drivers on tour. So I think this is Tony's. I will also say, I don't know who picked out Tony Finau's outfit, but he looks like me in 1997, 92. Cabot and Nike. Here comes Pierre Gasly. Pierre Gasly, not a golfer. You can tell that up. I mean, he doesn't even move his legs. Yeah, he popped it straight up. Poor Pierre Gasly. I mean, listen, here's one thing you may want to know. And as we know, Leighton, because we know somebody that got injured at a Top Golf. Do you remember? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're funny.
Yeah, we saw somebody get injured. Okay, here comes Tony Finau. He's got a short backswing, but he generates a ton of power. Tony Finau is going to bomb something up the right side. He's going to bomb something at that right. Oh, he just straight pulled it, going right into the trees. None of these guys hit a good one. Low bullet. Oh, did it make the fairway? Okay, well, I guess that's if you have to be in the fairway to win, none of them win. But now takes the winner there. Dude, Matt Rife, does Bert Kreischer kind of look like he's shaking a little bit out there? Is that just me?
Oh man,
what happened?
Liberty's head coach tweeted out from Starkville, Mississippi. So he might be interviewing for the Mississippi State job. But people are like, hey, he needs to learn how to tweet out his location on.
Oh no.
Yeah.
All right, so here comes the other match. They're going right at the sphere. Does every hole just like basically go into the sphere? Does anybody think that this is good? I mean, like, can we just put out there, is the Netflix Cup good? Is this good television that we're watching? I mean, I'm not hating it. I just think when it comes to amateurs playing golf with pros playing golf in a scramble format like this, you're way more surprised when they do something good. When the drivers do something good, right? And then when the pros do something bad. So Ricky just bombed that straight down the middle. I think that's good. It was right at the and it takes a bounce. All right, he's not in the bunker. Good work, Ricky. OVO Ghost. This is a 5 out of 10. Seems very unorganized. Yeah, I'm kind of with you, OVO Ghost. Dude, I love Marshawn Lynch. Mir Frank, we should fan control it, buddy. I'm telling you, fan controlled golf's going to be a lot more put together and a lot more fun. I promise. Like, I think we're gonna. It's the rehearsal of this all. This seems to be really thrown and put together. There also is a lot that goes into. Unfortunately, there's a lot that goes into having to do 2 matches like this. It's really hard to go back and forth if you want to capture a lot of the. If you want to capture all of the moments, it's almost impossible to do it, to get all the things you want to get done. That's why like one-on-one matches work way better in this situation than perhaps a 2-on-2 4, like 2 total matches, I think is rough. I mean, look at this. I don't know. I think our drone flyers in FCF were a little bit better. Freddie Airmail sounds like the Chadwell thing was photoshopped. Oh, lay. What's See, Colin Morikawa in this back injury is not great for the future of golf. He's been injured since he won the 2 majors in the same season. He's basically been injured on and off for a while. It's not been good for Colin Morikawa at all. All right, so now they've got, who is that? Dude, this is hacker special. Now, here's the fun shit: is if you were to do like hacker golf, right? Sorry, Jess. We're watching. This is like an impossibility to try and. I'm trying to give you some picks and polls, but it's all happening like relatively quickly, and I don't know who's where when. I don't know like really what's happening right now. I mean, I know where they are. I know what shot they're on. They're not giving us, and they're trying to do these interviews in between. It's kind of taking away from the golf a little bit. I mean, yeah, there we go. I mean, an absolute just dart being thrown in. What shot is that? Where are they? Who won the long drive? All right, so Max Homa gets one, puts one tight. Now they're going to go to Tony and I don't know the other Alex Albon. Yeah, D Factor, Chris Hacker Golf. You're right. But I think it's like what is a ton of fun is if you're watching bad golfers golf, is gambling on how many shots it's going to take the bad golfer to get there. That's why they should do like some fun 4-ball stuff. I don't know. This is all right. Okay, so Pierre Gasly, not a bad golf swing, and that's a really good shot. I mean, Tony Finau left him with 50 yards. Tony Finau won the long drive then, right? And here comes Tony Finau. Again, the Tony Finau khaki short, black shirt look. Lay, how many pairs of khaki shorts do you think you have? Two.
I have
Are
two
are they knee length? Do you wear a long short, or are you more of like a shorter short kind of a guy?
short. I like it kind of top of me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good shot by
I
Tony
really
Finau.
nice legs. I walk a lot.
You walk a lot?
A lot. Went for a walk this morning. Piedmont Park is right there, so you know.
Yeah. You ever sweated so much in shorts you can feel the sweat coming out and hitting your feet? Yeah, me too. Wow, Santos. Anyone have a link or something? Man, this is the second person to come in and ask for our Netflix passwords. We don't have a link to show you. We were going to try and stream the Netflix into this, but we are. I'm pretty sure YouTube would take us down. And
we should we should create like an OnlyFans link, but disguise it as a Netflix link. And then when they get on there and they subscribe for free, it's just like pictures of us with our shirt off. Like,
yeah,
you asked for a link, should have specified.
Josh is password.
OnlyFans control
He's made that joke before, and it's always good. All right, here comes.
Did you see the Hawks OnlyFans commercial?
Did I see an OnlyFans commercial?
No, the Atlanta Hawks. We did like a OnlyFans themed the in-season tournament. Commercial.
No.
Yeah, I'll send it to you. It's pretty funny.
Ricky puts it up on the thing in his second shot on the.
Yeah, me too. OVO Ghost. I don't know who's winning. I'm lost.
Yeah, who's winning? We don't know. OVO Ghost. There's no graphics on screen. Man, I'll tell you what. Netflix is 0 for 2 here in live production of things. I think. I mean, if you're gonna do a sport where there's 2 matches playing, we need to have the things flashed up more. All right, so Tony Finau and Alex Albon have what appear to be, or no, that's Pierre Gasly. Sorry, Pierre Gasly. A little downhill, side hill from where he's standing right to left, and where you're looking left to right at the ball. You're going to want to put about 50% on that ball, 60% if you're a caddy. You just want to, let it creep in on the right side of the hole. Yeah, see, he's putting it out there. No stroke count, no scorecards, no names. You're right. Yeah. This is the hard part, right? Is you have to be a little more conversational as like what is happening. Golf is an easy sport to describe if you're paying attention to it, right? But if you're constantly, he hit it way too hard and he blew it by, right? What did I say? You got to hit about 60%, let it creep in down there on the, what would be from, again, R angle left side, but the golfer is on the right side. So Tony Finau is probably, he saw where it went. He saw the speed, a good pro. And these guys are, the best of the best. Tony Finau, top 20 in the world. He's going to creep it in there on the right side and got it. Oh, see, these are the picks that we should I got to work with you on golf a little bit, Jess, because you should just like throw picks and polls out and just have fun with it and get these, Stu MC, Netflix can't topple Live Golf on wasted budgets. Jesus wept. Not even Faherty can level out Arlo White Stoltz in that horrific on-course collar. His name escapes me. Stu MC, because Live Golf is really hard to watch here in the States, and it's on. He missed that left. He blew that by. Yowza. Again, the way they have the camera set up here, where they're showing a little bit more of the grain and the break of the putt. So he's going to want to put this out on his right, little right to left breaker. If he puts the right speed on it, he's got it. Oh, it creeped in wrong too. So another push of a hole. Although they have a mulligan. Use the mulligan. You can use the mulligan. Oh no, they don't have the mulligan. Tony Finau's group has the mulligan. Yes, Stu MC. I haven't watched a lot of Live Golf, if at all, because in the United States, probably because of the PGA Tour and CW. I don't even know what channel CW is on my TV. They don't make Live Golf easy to watch. Now, when it was on YouTube, I was probably watching a lot more of it. So still, Signs and Thomas remain one up on Norris and Fowler, and then Albon Homa. You know what's weird about Restream is I used to see the private chats when they popped up, and then all of a sudden they just stopped popping up after like 2 hours of the stream, which we've done for 2 hours. Lay, I think we call this.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Good.
Freddie Email says the best. Live Moods, great Live Golf. I'm gonna try and get Live Moods on the Fan Controlled show on Thursday. That's my goal, to get her on the entire show, have her hang out, talk some sports, chop it up with us a little bit. All right, Netflix Cup. I don't know. We're gonna do some more. We gotta work on some stuff. We're figuring out our feet on the live picks and polls thing. Obviously it worked really well, but we had a lot more bodies working for Fan Controlled Racing. So we're gonna try and do some behind the scenes stuff and really make this happen. Thanks everybody for tuning in, and enjoy the rest of this. And we'll see you on Thursday for the Fan Controlled show. Until then, power to the fans. Power to the fans. Jess, you can end it. Do you want me to end it? Bye. All right, forget it. You fans for watching Back to Work with Leighton Batiste and Josh McCouga on the Fan Controlled Sports and Entertainment YouTube channel. If you liked this video, you can check out other videos right here. You can subscribe to the channel, tell all your friends, hit like.